Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to SciShow Quiz Show, the only quiz show on SciShow. I'm your host, Michael Aranda, and today on SciShow Quiz Show we have internet guy and musician Hank Green.
Oh yeah, hi.
Hi.
I'm here.
We also have internet guy and musician Craig Benzine.
Hello.
And
Hi.
also the host of The Good Stuff, which we should talk about as much as possible because it's very good stuff.
The good stuff. Watch it.
It's a real show.
It's a show. It's educational. You might like it.
It's a lot like SciShow, except better.
Wow.
Exactly.
As a special thank you to our supporters on Patreon, we've selected 2 random Patreon supporters that you guys will play for today. Hank, you will be competing on behalf of Justin Lentz.
Hi, Justin.
Craig, you are playing for Camille Sent.
Hey, Camille, I hope I don't let you down.
But you will.
Ooh, them's fighting words. Okay, you guys both start off with 1,000 SciShow bucks. Each time you answer a question correctly, you will win some number of bucks that get made up in that moment. If you don't answer, or if you answer incorrectly, you lose some number of points that also get made up in that moment.
Where are SciShow bucks accepted?
Only nowhere.
All right.
Stefan, tell the contestants what they could win today.
Well, Michael, our contestants will be taking home autographed cards from Hank and Craig, as well as the I Won SciShow Quiz Show pin or the highly sought after I Lost SciShow Quiz Show pin. This fancy schmancy out-of-print Hank Green CD signed by the man himself. And the winner will also get a copy of the script and a slice of Pizza John swag. Back to you, Michael.
Are you guys ready?
We're ready. We're going to play the game.
Let's do it.
First round is all true and false about bald eagles.
Ooh.
Bald eagles usually spend a lot of their time near the water since they eat fish. With that in mind, true or false, if they land in the water that's too deep for wading, they'll use their wings to row themselves.
False.
Incorrect, sir.
I had a
Answer is
50-50
true.
chance.
Do I also lose points since I didn't go?
I think so, yeah.
I mean,
Equal amount.
You might as well get a chance to answer the question.
True!
You're correct!
How did you know that?
Many other birds, like ducks, propel themselves through the water with their webbed feet, but a bald eagle's talons aren't going to catch much water. Instead, bald eagles use their wings almost like oars, pushing themselves along in the bird's version of a breaststroke. 100 points from you, 100 points to you.
I feel bad about that.
You should.
Well, I feel less bad now that you've been mean.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Question 2. True or false, bald eagles have a fantastic sense of smell, which helps them tell if scavenged meat has gone bad.
False.
You are correct.
Yeah.
That seems right.
I've heard they have a good sense of sight, but I don't never hear anything about smell.
Where are they going to keep all their smells?
Yeah.
Smell things. They got tiny little heads.
Beak.
They're not like dogs where it's like, I got a mostly nose.
I have a mostly nose. Bald eagles aren't picky eaters, and even though they do hunt for prey, they'll also go for scavenged meat. Like most birds, though, they don't have very good sniffers, so bald eagles can't smell if meat has gone bad. But it doesn't matter too much because the acid in their stomachs kills most of the harmful bacteria in rotting meat. Okay, last true-false question. Benjamin Franklin really did not want the bald eagle to be on the seal of the United States. He wrote a whole essay about it, and one of his arguments was that bald eagles can be scared off by small kingbirds. Since the colonies had just thrown out their own kingbird, as in King George III, Franklin felt that it was inappropriate for the American seal. So,
Oh.
True.
yes.
True. I think I know what you're going to say. He wanted the turkey to be the mascot of the United States.
Is that
So
what it
true
is?
or
Is that
false?
the question?
Yeah.
If it was, I would give you 1,000,000 points right now.
Okay.
It's not. True or false? Kingbirds can sometimes scare away bald eagles.
False.
You are correct.
Yeah, I figured. He was a maker-up of things.
A maker-up of things.
Yeah. I feel like a Benjamin Franklin essay, I'm not going to take a lot of that necessarily as scientific evidence.
Some of Franklin's other arguments against the bald eagle, like that they would steal prey from other birds, were accurate, but bald eagles aren't scared of small birds. Historians think that he probably just saw a bald eagle get bored of chasing a kingbird and fly away, and misinterpreted that as the kingbird intimidating the eagle. Okay, the end of round 1, you've got 900 points, you've got 1,100 points. Woo. We're moving on to round 2, all about clones.
Oh.
I know everything about this.
Every so often, scientists will attempt to clone a member of a threatened population. In 2001, for example, a group of biologists cloned the endangered mouflon? What is that how you say that?
Mouflon or mouflon, French mouflon.
Okay, round 2 is all about clones.
I know everything about this.
Every so often, scientists will attempt to clone a member of a threatened population. In 2001, for example, a group of biologists cloned the endangered mouflon, a type of wild sheep. The clone lived for 7 months and was considered a huge success. More recently, in July, a group of Iranian biologists cloned another one. The hope is that eventually this technology could save a group from extinction or even bring back an extinct species. When it comes to endangered or extinct species, the cloning process tends to be a little more unusual and more complicated. So what was different about the mouflon cloning process? The embryo couldn't be grown from adult stem cells. They could only implant one embryo at a time. The clone had to be delivered preterm, then incubated, or they had to use a regular sheep as a surrogate mother.
I'm gonna go with D. They had to use a regular sheep as a surrogate mother.
They sure did. That is exactly what they did.
I know you knew.
I did.
But I just hit.
That was
I
the
hit
one
it faster.
That was the one I was going to go with, but I was just thinking about my own clones and I got distracted.
Are they birthed by surrogate mothers?
When scientists are cloning animals, they usually take the DNA from the donor's cell and put it inside the nucleus of an unfertilized egg. The egg acts like it's been fertilized and starts dividing, and if all goes well, develops into an embryo that can be transplanted into a surrogate mother. But when it comes to cloning endangered species, there might not always be a potential surrogate around, and even if there is, it might not be worth the risk. So instead, the scientists used a common domesticated sheep as a surrogate. The hope is that eventually the technology could be used to save endangered species or even bring back extinct ones. You might have heard that the type of bananas you'll find in stores are all clones of each other. They're Cavendish bananas, and every other step of their lives is carefully planned so that they ripen at the right time. Recently, there's been some talk of extending the amount of time that bananas stay ripe by coating them in chitosan, which is an edible compound derived from crustacean shells. Crustacean?
Crustacean.
Chitosan, which is an edible substance derived from crustacean shells that's already used to coat things like fruits and vegetables, tomatoes, for example. It works by blocking cellular respiration, slowing the ripening process, and it has a lot of other benefits too. Which one of these is not something that chitosan has been proven to do for bananas? Prevent bruising, prevent weight loss, prevent the loss of potassium, or kill bacteria?
Prevent weight loss? B.
I'm sorry, sir, that is incorrect.
What? How is there a weight loss?
Yeah.
What does that even mean? I don't
yeah.
know, but I do know the answer. Which is that it has not been proven to do that thing with bacteria. That last one.
I'm sorry, sir, you are incorrect.
Dang it! Oh, go! Dang!
It wouldn't really make sense for chitosan to prevent the loss of potassium because the potassium content of bananas doesn't change as they ripen. But chitosan does stop the bananas from bruising as easily and keeps them from losing as much water, and therefore weight, as they would without the coating. It's also a powerful antimicrobial agent. Scientists think that the positively charged molecules in the chitosan mess with the negatively charged molecules in the bacteria's cell membranes. We've reached our third and final round called Double or Nothing or something else, in which you can wager up to 1,100 points or 700 points.
That's how much you have.
Someone miscounted.
I can tell you that the last question is also about cloning. That's the only hint you get. While you guys place your bets, we're going to go to commercial break. Welcome back. You guys ready?
Whoa, hey!
Hey.
Whoa.
Hey. Long time no see.
Sometimes we go away, sometimes we don't.
I got a massage. It was very nice. It was very nice.
I missed that.
Yeah.
I just stood here.
I know, it's amazing.
Jerk.
Okay. We're going to talk about identical twins. They are probably the closest we've gotten to human clones since they have the same DNA. They develop from one fertilized egg, which splits in half within 9 days of fertilization. Fraternal twins, on the other hand, develop from two entirely different zygotes. But there are other rarer kinds of twins, some of which are still being discovered. In 2008, doctors reported the first known case of a new type of twins called semi-identical. So the question is, how do semi-identical twins form? Is it when the unfertilized egg splits in two and each half is fertilized by the same person's sperm? The unfertilized egg splits in two and each half is fertilized by different people's sperm? The zygote splits in two, but then stem cells reconnect the halves? Or the zygote splits in two, but a little later than usual?
Can someone hum some music?
Seriously. This.
Now I'm distracted.
Ba, ba, ba,
So wait,
ba.
So which one was dinosaurs are impregnating?
Semi-identical dinosaurs.
All right.
Sperm.
I'm not very confident in my answer. I'm not going to lie
Yes,
to you.
I don't know the answer either.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reveal your answers.
A.
You're both correct.
That is the answer.
Semi-identical twins are actually human chimeras, meaning that some of their cells have different sets of genetic information. Generally, an unfertilized egg splits into 2 ova, one of which can be fertilized by sperm and develop into an embryo. In a human chimera, both ova are fertilized by 2 different sperm cells, start dividing, but then connect to form one developing embryo. Human chimeras are pretty unusual, but semi-identical twins are even rarer. They form when that chimera embryo splits in 2 and each half turns into a separate fetus. Until this case was reported, researchers had thought that semi-identical twins were possible, but didn't know for sure. Stefan, tell Justin and Camille what happens when we tie.
Because we don't know ourselves.
Make something up and tell it to them.
Well, Michael, the tires are actually the big winners this week because they're gonna get the just now invented I tied at SciShow Quiz Show pin.
Thanks for watching this episode of SciShow Quiz Show. If you'd like to support us, you can go to patreon.com/SciShow. If you'd like to see more of Craig and his show, The Good Stuff, you can find that at youtube.com/TheGoodStuff. And don't forget to go to youtube.com/SciShow and subscribe.